Many of you have been asking for me to produce a video walking through the different services and products on my website, and so here's the video where I'm going to do that. The primary offering on my website are color analysis services. So I'm going to start with the virtual color analysis services, which are with me. No matter what package for virtual color analysis you choose, there's a whole portfolio of photography and information guidelines for you to submit. So that package of materials is reviewed by me, and then a seasonal color analysis is done with that package of materials. And so on my site, it says I use a 16 season system. That just means the number of palettes that I use the color blocks. But the result possibilities really extend beyond that into like 23 result possibilities, and even beyond that if you cross over between seasons. With both of our virtual color analysis options, you'll discover your optimal colors for clothing, makeup, accessories, and your hair. So in terms of your hair color, you in the digital downloads, there's a text description of an optimal hair color range for your color analysis palette that is a generic list, and then you would go to the YouTube playlist that you're sent to customize your hair color options for you. In essence, if I was to summarize, the advice in the video is a picture of you around the age of 20 and your natural hair color is probably a fantastic reference point. Clients of our virtual color analysis services receive digital downloads that they can use for color references on their phone or computer. I don't recommend printing them because it's hard to judge if it's going to print true on your end, but in those digital downloads are handheld purchase recommendation links. And if you click the link in the digital download, it will take you to my color analysis kits page on my site, where on that page it says, for your color analysis result mapping to the product recommendations, just go to the bottom of the page and it gives how the results map to your handheld recommendations. There are two virtual color analysis options. The first is the basic option, where you literally just receive everything I just told you, and there's no post color analysis support whatsoever, and you don't receive a file that gives your face on the color backgrounds with rough descriptions on how your results were arrived at. So this is great for somebody who is looking for a lower cost option and is literally just looking for their best colors. Second virtual color analysis option is the personalized report option, where you receive everything of the basic package, but you'll also receive, in addition, a report that gives rough descriptions and visuals on how your color analysis results were arrived at. So this is not personalized. Like, I don't type this report fresh for every client. It literally is a report template where your details are filled in. Like, for instance, what I saw in your eye, what some of your skin qualities showed that were aligned with your result. And then there's a section in the first page of the report that says what the color analysis checks are, and then the subsequent pages of your report are 3 pages of the 3 steps of color analysis based on your color analysis result with your face on the color backgrounds. This option is great for somebody who wants to get more in the details and understand a bit about how their result was arrived at. What I will say too is just blow up the face on the color backgrounds and walk through the checks on the bottom of page 1 of your report, because I find when people blow up the face picture and look at those checks, that's when they tend to see it. But if you're still having difficulty seeing it and wanted me to personally walk through that with you, or if you have any other questions based on your results, there's an option for the personalized package where you can, for an additional fee, add on a 30-minute post-virtual color analysis consult with me. But I do find 95 to 100% of questions asked during those calls are actually covered off in the materials that are sent. And so in your digital download is also a link to a playlist on YouTube. It's my common Q&As playlist that answers a ton of questions that we receive. And so work through that playlist would be my advice before scheduling your post consult. These appointments, I'm going to be honest, are extremely limited, and you may not get a spot, and you might be waiting a very long time. I literally only have one date available for the rest of 2024 for these calls. I will just also add that Common Q&A's playlist is sent in the digital download as well to the basic virtual color analysis clients. And frankly, you could go on there right now, even if you aren't a client, and go through that playlist. It's public and out there, and answers like all the questions I typically receive during a call. When I say all, I mean like 95% of them. Sometimes people have very unique questions. On the site as well is an in-person color analysis option with Elise in Toronto, Canada, where I do the virtual color analysis and people have an in-person experience where she walks you through the steps of color analysis and answers your questions in person. Elise is trained in the International Image Institute system and also trained by myself. Before signing up, frankly, for any service, my advice would be to evaluate yourself and what your information needs may be out of the service. And so if you're somebody who's looking for really, really hands-on support and somebody being available to answer your questions on the fly and what have you, my service is not that service. So for both the virtual color analysis packages, I unfortunately cannot read or respond to all the emails that we receive. And so literally you get a message back saying, I don't read or respond to detailed emails, and please refer to the materials you were sent with your color analysis. If you're somebody who needs that hands-on, constant support and post-analysis support going on for months and years, my service is not the service for you. I quickly learned years ago when my clients got in the hundreds and hundreds, and I would open my email box every day and have a ton of emails from prior clients asking about, hair. Like sometimes I color analyze them like 5 years ago and I'm still getting questions about their hair and things like that. That to me is not a sustainable business model, and I just can't do that. And at this point, I'm at thousands and thousands and thousands of clients. A color analysis to me is really just a one-time service. And if you need really hands-on support going forward, my advice would be to find a service that has that one-time appointment and then that constant contact afterwards, because my service is not the service for that. I just don't have capacity to provide that. I had a client the other day when I met with them over Zoom. She got to the appointment and literally said, I went through all the materials that you sent and I have no questions. You really are thorough in the materials I sent. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to do like a self-review of the materials that are sent and go walk through the videos, my service is not a fit for you either. I'm not salesy. I'm just being bluntly honest. Find the service that fits with your information needs would be my advice. Other items on the site include a link to the course I recommend to become a color analysis professional. It's the Color Analysis Mastery course, and there is an in-person component, usually in Toronto, Canada. And of course, we have the products. Color Analysis Kits is the handheld products, digital downloads for palettes, and the Color Analysis Guide, signature style stuff is on there. Digital downloads for virtual color analysis professionals to use in your virtual practice, and then our new case study series, which helps you elevate your color analysis skills. I hope this walkthrough helps.